Hi guys, so I'm sitting outside right now. It is a beautiful day and we don't get a lot of those where I live. So I'm hanging out in my lawn chair under my apple tree, just kind of relaxing a little bit. Had a long day at work today. And I wanted to talk to you in this video about spirituality, because this is yet another change I'm making in my life. I told you in the first video, I'm on a whole new path. So I have started to do some reading on paganism and Wicca and witchcraft. And I know a lot of people associate those words with like Satan worship and something evil. But it's not. It's actually more about worshiping nature and natural things, which is something that I connect to. Personally, not, I think that Christianity has never really been something I've connected with. I know a lot of people connect with it, and I think that's great. And a lot of my very, very, very best friends are very, very, very spiritual Christians, and I'm so happy for them. But it's not something that connects with me or speaks to me. So I, for a long time, didn't, kind of had a belief in God, but not really anything specific. Never did any worship or anything like that. And now I kind of find that as I'm getting older, I'm in my early 30s, and as I'm getting older, I'm feeling like there's something missing in my life, if that makes sense. And that even though Christianity hasn't connected with me, maybe there's some other path that I should be on. And as I'm looking into paganism, a lot of the books I'm reading are specifically Wicca, but I think I'm trying to look at different types of paganism, and I'm finding that there's a lot of things in there that I have already believed throughout my life, and I didn't know that it was part of this particular spiritual path. So I'm connecting to it a lot more. And granted, I've only been doing this now for probably 2 or 3 weeks, so I'm very, 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 very new to this path. And I'm doing a lot of research online and watching YouTube videos and all these different things. And I just find it really overwhelming. A lot of people, when they start their religion, it's when they're kids. Their parents take them to church, and they go to their parents' church. They believe what their parents believe, and they do it their whole life. And my dad is a Christian. He's a non-practicing Christian. He would like to go to church, but he hasn't really found one that he likes. My mom doesn't believe in God. She doesn't believe in anything. And that's her belief. She just thinks that we're here because we're here, and when we die, we die. So when I was a kid, they didn't force religion on me. They didn't take me to churches or anything like that. They said if I wanted to, they'd take me anywhere I wanted to go. But when you're a kid, you're like, why do I need to go to church? What is the point of this? I think not. So I did go to church with several of my friends growing up. You spend the night at a friend's house, and then they go to church on Sunday. So I've been to a lot of churches, a lot of different Christian denominations. And every time I went, there was just nothing there that spoke to me. There was nothing there that called out to me. There was nothing there that I connected with. Some were funner than others. Some were, I wouldn't say boring, but not very interesting. And it was just something I didn't feel the need to continue with. So I never asked my parents to take me to church. And when I started going out and doing things on my own, I never felt the need to find a church. So I just never did it. And it's, I'm not saying that Christianity is a bad thing, because I don't think so. I think that everybody has their own religion, and as long as they don't use it as a weapon to hate other people and judge other people and force other people to do things that they shouldn't be doing. It always cracks me up when I go to like concerts and there's people out there with signs that you're going to hell for listening to rock music or something. That's just ridiculous. So but I never connected with those kinds of things. So now I'm kind of on a solitary path, and I'm learning these new things, and it is overwhelming. There is an enormous amount of information out there that, you know, people learn throughout their lifetime, and here I am midlife just starting out, and I feel like I have a lot of catching up to do. So it's a lot to take in, and it's very overwhelming to me, you know, and I'm not practicing like the magic aspects of it yet. I'm not doing any spells. I don't really have an altar. The only thing I'm really practicing right now is meditation and visualization, because I don't think that I should move on until I have really mastered those things, because that's kind of at the core. You know, that's how you commune with the god and goddess. That's how you connect with your deity, is through meditation and ritual and visualization. So I really feel like I need to master those things. But, you know, it's just, it's funny because I'm reading all these books. I'm reading about 3 different books right now. I'm reading, I can't remember the names to all of them. I know I'm reading Drawing Down the Moon, and I'm reading the Scott Cunningham, you know, I forget what it's called, but it's like Wicca 101. And, yeah, I can't remember what the third one is. But, you know, so I bought some candles to kind of help me focus on something when I'm trying to meditate, and kind of give me something, you know, just it was a cheap tool that I could use to help me visualize, practice visualization exercises, and practice meditation. Sorry, excuse me. And so I've been doing these exercises, you know, every night, every other night, whatever. Just stopping, quieting myself, trying to visualize, trying to center and ground and meditate. And then when I was done, I would blow out the candles, because that's what I do. I blow candles out. Well, then I was reading, I think it was in the Scott Cunningham book, that you should never, ever, 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 ever blow candles out, because it is, you know, to paraphrase, it's kind of a put off for the fire element. And I didn't know that. So for 2 weeks, I apparently have been pissing off the fire element by blowing out my candles, and I didn't know it because I wasn't that far in the book yet. So, like I said, it's overwhelming. I feel like there's so much I have to learn, and hopefully the god and goddess can forgive me, and the elements can forgive me, because I'm at the very beginning of my path, and I may or may not continue with paganism. I feel right now like this is the path that is for me, and this is what I'm connecting with. But you know, I just, if there's any other beginners out there who are feeling the same way, please comment, send me your video responses. I would love to hear about what you're going through and what you're learning. The people on YouTube, if you're wondering, that I have really connected to by watching their videos, what they say really, really speaks to me and inspires me, is the Shoe Whisperer. Her name is Mandy. And Tiptoe Chick, her name is D. Oh, and Piper H. That's Krista. Those 3 are, I watch every single one of their videos. Oh, and Pegyptian. What is her name? I can't remember her name right now. I just started watching her videos. But those 4 women, I really love their videos. They're very knowledgeable, and they're really genuine. Which is something I can appreciate. I tried watching other videos that were more like informational, documentary style, and I didn't connect to those at all. I like the ones where people are talking to you, and they're real and they're genuine, and that's what I appreciate. So if you're looking for resources, I definitely recommend those 4 women, because they are very in tune with themselves and what they, you know, what they want on their paths and how they are and what they believe. They're very strong in their beliefs, and all very inspirational in different ways. So I recommend those 4. So that's it for now. I'll probably be talking more about this as I go on, because I'm going to be learning lots and lots. So please, again, leave your comments. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, and blessed be.